right? So just hooked it up to the multimeter, both sides. Just need to turn it on. Right now the switch is off, right in the off position. As you can see, it reads, it has like a little bit of voltage going through. Not too sure why, maybe some mistakes, but my soldering work, it's okay. But as soon as I switch it to on, you can see about 14.22 volts goes through. It should be 15, but there's probably some voltage drop somewhere because of the soldering work or whatever through the wires, not too sure. As soon as I switch it off, and if I switch back on, yep, show that everything works. So this is my setup right now. I have not soldered in the components yet, but I took my time organizing it, getting ready. This is gonna be the board that's gonna be attached to the robot over there. So this is what I have, and I'm gonna begin soldering now. Alright, so I ended up locking in a little bit too hard and forgot to do a time lapse for the other part of it, but basically I kind of finished like the first half of the soldering where I only got connected one wheel. The other wheel is sitting over there currently, or the stepper motor meant, but basically kind of hooked everything up to the DC power supply. Later on we're going to be using this as our robot to hook it up here, but for now we're going to temporarily test because we don't want to be using these batteries. But this is basically what I did with the solder. You won't be able to see it, but it's just, you know, it's okay. It's my first time soldering, but right now hooked up. So let's just test it out with 15 volts. And this is a buck converter for 5 volts. Yeah, everything works. Perfect. Alright, so I finally finished soldering all the components needed with the 2 stepper motors fully intact and soldered. So this is the robot's right leg and this is the robot's left leg. But from our point of view, I do know that it looks like this is the left and this is the right. But in the robot's perspective, this is its right and this is its left. Everything is wired up. I put in some test code to make sure that the wiring and my soldering was fine, everything went smoothly. Later on, we're gonna put it onto the body itself. Right now, this is basically the robot's nervous system. It's kind of funny because with all the wirings and everything, it just looks like, you know, sort of like the human body. But yeah, we could test it out. 15 volts. Thing looks good. Yeah. was about a 6-hour print. Alright, so I finally got the chance to finish wiring up the whole entire robot and finish soldering everything, put in the batteries. So all we have to do is flip on the switch in the back. Yeah, this is the back of its head right there. Just flip on that switch, on, and then you can see the motor start working with the display and the output voltage. So this is our robot. Currently we're trying to PID tune it, but then it's not close yet because we just started the process. But so far, if we flip on the switch and then we lean it this way, you can see the wheels try to compensate the angle of tilt by spinning towards this way, so then it would catch itself. But if we fall the other way, then we can see that the wheel spins the other way, and we could move it here, move there, the wheels spin, and try to follow. But we're far from PID tuning it right now, and this is just the first step. Yep. Yeah. Hi, so this is the second part to our project where we have the controller, and basically what we're doing is the controller is going to be, this K64 is going to be reading in analog inputs, ADC, analog to digital converter, from the joystick values, and basically it's going to be transmitting that data to the Arduino through SPI, and we could do a little demonstration to show that how that works here. So over here we have our K64 code using Processor Expert, and over here's the Arduino, and this is the inputs, the joystick left and joystick right. So if we move it, you can see that it does work, and communication is there. Yeah. Thank you.